Long-term memory is simply what is stated. It is the memories that we hold on to long-term or forever. We have endless amounts of storage space in our brains, and no matter how much we put in, it will stay. There are different types of long-term memory, but for this discussion, we are going to lump them all into one. So there is no need to berate me on the comments on this. So the million-dollar question is, how do we get things into our long-term memory? And if you can figure out how to get them into your long-term memory, how can you use that information to become smarter, healthier, and wealthier? Did you know that there are some things that go directly into long-term memory? These things do not need to pass through the short-term or working memory to make it into your long-term memory. It's pretty cool, right? So what are they? When you smell something, you can remember it, and it goes directly into long-term memory. It's funny how you can walk into a room and smell something you haven't smelled for years, and it will take you back to the last place you smelled it. If you allow your brain to open up all the files of that smell, it can take you back to hundreds of places and times when you've smelled that smell. Your brain remembers things that you smell, and you will remember them forever. Similar to smells are tastes. You can remember the foods that you like and what you don't like. You don't have to think about what it is that you're eating to know that you like it or if you'll like it later. Your brain puts your taste into long-term memory. Can you remember that one food that you just won't eat? If you can't remember the first time you ate it or the second time you ate it, watch what happens to your memories when you try to choke down that food again. All of a sudden, your brain will open up that file of all the times you ate it and how your body felt about it. Your brain remembers the things you taste. And lastly is touch, or the sense of feeling something. Can you remember the first time you burnt yourself? How about the feeling of getting shocked by an electrical outlet? Your brain remembers the things that you touch and the way that things feel. Now, you might be saying, yes, I can remember what it feels like, but I can't remember all of the specifics of when that happened, or what I was wearing, and so on. The response I give you is to give your brain a little bit more credit, and also a little bit more time. Sometimes you have to get that long-term file out of the filing cabinet, dust it off, open it up, and start working on it in your working memory. You might have to turn off all attention blinks, essentially close all of the other folders that you're working on in your working memory, so that is the only file. Basically tell your brain to find the information and that it is not allowed any excuses. I promise that your brain will find that information. It might take an hour or a week, depending on how neat your files are in your brain, but it will happen. Long-term memories last forever, and you can find them. Science has proven it, and you can prove it to yourself. Now, learning how to recall long-term memories is a different series, and it won't be covered here, but if you follow me, it will be coming soon. Your brain might have already put together that smells, tastes, and touch all involve doing something or putting something inside you. All three of these things go directly to long-term memory without needing any extra brain power to get there. But why? And isn't that cool? It's cool. Your brain thrives on truth. It is the essential element that keeps you alive. Even your brain knows that your eyes and your ears can deceive you, and unless you smell, taste, or touch it, your brain will require more information to go through your working memory to become part of your long-term memory. It's cool, right? Now, the last question is, what about all the other things that I do all day? How do I get those things into my long-term memory? How do you get things that you see, hear, read, write into your working memory and then into your long-term memory if it is not possible to taste, touch, or smell those things? And the answer is by association. Your brain doesn't take things from your working memory and put it into your long-term memory until it can find a way to associate it to an experience that you have had, or an experience that you desire so strongly to have in the future. It is your brain's way of keeping you safe. Your brain is really good at looking backwards to go forwards. It knows that those experiences that you did before didn't kill you, so there's a good chance that they won't kill you in the future. So if you can associate something from your working memory to something you did in your past, it will normally accept it by putting it in the file with the thing that is associated with it, and it'll store it as a long-term memory. It essentially says, that didn't kill me before, so by association, this shouldn't kill me either. Experiences that involve smell, taste, and touch are necessary for our brains to build a framework to allow creation of things that have not been done before. If our experiences in our life only involve visual or audio, our brains will not have concrete evidence it needs to find truth and build future ideas in the working memory. So this leads us to our current education, because we started off this conversation with the question of why do we teach the way that we teach at Ideal? Why do we make our students use their hands immediately? Why is it that we create experiences before we talk at them? I'm pretty sure your brain has already associated why we do that. But for a brief moment, let's talk about the way we are educating our children. For the first 12 years of our children's life, we are sitting them with little to no experiences in life, and we are talking to them. If you take a quick moment and think about your 12 years of education, what did you really learn? With no experiences to associate working memory to, all the things that you learn go directly to the recycle bin. Now at Ideal, we create life experiences that go into long-term memory. This allows the working memory to associate new ideas with long-term memories. So let's just take a moment and applaud us at Ideal, thank you, and also our brains for doing a good job. Let's encourage our brains to become more and make more connections for us. From all of us at Ideal, thank you for joining us.